Hi guys, it's Tony again. So I've started going through my purchases for today, and I've started with a Neverwinter campaign setting for Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition. Yeah, just because it's the new hotness really, and I thought that might be the first one I give you a quick glance at as I sort of flick through. I've read the first bit, which is mainly sort of recent history and how the volcano from Mount Hotnow, can't remember how you pronounce it. I think it's Hotnow. The big volcano that erupted in the Neverwinter wood and sort of laid waste to pretty much the surrounding areas, creating a massive feature called the Crag. So I've read through the first bit. It talks about the various important areas of Neverwinter. So if I just flick you over to the book, we'll have a look through it. So there's a map of Neverwinter as it stands now. It's on page 11. You get the map, sort of the overall map. So this doesn't show Luskan to the north of here, along the coast, the Sword Coast, but there's Port Lest, Neverwinter, Leylon, and then the Mirror of Dead Men, which was created by a evil leech, I think, and then south onto Waterdeep, which again isn't discussed in this book that I'm aware of. Just to the east of the Sword Coast, you have the Neverwinter Wood, which is quite a major feature of the area. There's the crags running through it. Mount Hotnow there, just above the start of the Neverwinter Wood sign there. You got Sharandar, which I think is the elves area. Got a few rivers running through it: Neverwinter River, River Morgur, Berens River. The Neverwinter River obviously being the river that never runs cold, and which sort of keeps Neverwinter at a, even on a very cold day, it's still relatively warm there. You have places like the Dead Ring and Zenlenau. There's Helm's Hold, which I believe is I think it's the old Dwarven Hold. Stand to be corrected on that one. Coneyberry, Old Owl Well. You see, this is more sort of a craggy area where the lava flows hit. Down through the Sword Mountains, lots of mountainous areas, and that's like excuse me, the alternative way of getting to Waterdeep, other than going through Leylon and past the Mirror of Dead Men. The book so far also talks about the spell plague, which I must admit I'm not well read on, so I'm going to look up some information about that myself, because just about everything in this so far has referenced something happening to it from the spell plague events. So right, that's that bit. Must admit, I haven't read the history bit properly, so that'll probably explain the spell plague maybe. But I did skip to character options, and this has got quite a few new character themes. Just try and get that bit of artwork in shot. That's one of the more sort of cartoony looking type pieces of art. But here we go with the themes. There's quite a few, as I say. There's probably I don't know, between maybe 10 to 15 new themes here. So we start with the Neverwinter Noble, and we're back to more traditional art styles. There's Ogma's Faithful. There's the picture. Harper Agent. So Harpers are active in the area. Dead Rat Deserter. This is one I hadn't actually come across before, but I believe they're a group of brigands, like a gang if you will, but I'd look forward to reading more about those. Here's one just to test my pronunciation. Ilalian Bruin Guardian, maybe. But yeah, I probably won't be playing one of those because I can't pronounce it. Uthgard Barbarian, going into the more savage areas of the Neverwinter Wood and the outskirts. A pack outcast, just conjuring up some sort of spirit wolf or something through the flames there. An Heir of Dalzoon. Yeah, because it talks a lot about Gauntlgrim, something like that. The lost dwarven city. So I'm really interested in finding out more about that as well. And I believe R.A. Salvatore has been involved in writing the books for that. So yeah, I'm going to probably pick that up and have a little read of the novel. This is Renegade Red Wizard. Next one is a Scion of Shadow. So I'm not really giving much info about this, but give you an idea of what's actually in the book. So Devil's Pawn. Spell-Scarred Harbinger. And a Brigand the Earth Spy. So I think that's, is that the Drow? I believe. I'm trying to remember my Forgotten Realms now. It's been quite a while, but sounds pretty Drow to me. So that's yeah, so that's the character themes for from the Neverwinter campaign setting book, and I'll have a little read through those and try and give a bit more information about it. Okay, this might turn into quite a long review actually, so I'll keep it on the time as well. Okay, see ya. Hi guys, so just continuing on with the Neverwinter campaign setting book. Just reading a little bit at the beginning here. So there's not much before what I've already discussed in the book, but a couple of key things. I was looking through the history for the spell plague info, and it's just covered very briefly again in the modern age. No real detail at all. So I'd be interested if you could leave a comment telling me where I can find info about it, because it is quite a new event to me. It's got a little sidebar bit here, the history in detail, and it says it can, for more comprehensive timeline events in the north, see the grand history of the realms. I'm not aware of this product or book, novel, whatever it might be, but it also says check out the books by R.A. Salvatore and Erin Evans, who's a new author to me, and he's written or the about to be released Brimstone Angels. Of course I keep referring to it as been released, but I've just checked Amazon. As far as the UK goes, it's not out yet, so be interested to pick that up as well, see what sort of author he is. But yeah, I was just looking through, and if I just point the camera this way again, let's try and get a decent shot of this. This is the intro picture to Neverwinter. You see it's lovely sort of town, sort of Romany sort of structures, and then we look down and there's a big gaping chasm running right through all of the dwellings there. So pretty terrible, the events that unfolded when the volcano erupted, which I've also read a little bit about, and mum's the word on that one, how it actually happened. It gives a very brief description of how it might have happened, or well, did happen, but mum's the word on that. I don't want to spoil much, unless it's a common thing and I've just missed it again. So let me know in the comments again if it is, and I won't be too worried about spoiling things for people. The very introduction of the book explains that it should be a low-level campaign to get the most out of it, really, because the people and important characters in the setting, in the town, if you like, aren't much more than level 10. I.e., it actually goes into a bit here about describing that level 10 characters could probably take on the key figures in Neverwinter, and although they'll be challenging, they could actually defeat them if that was their intent. But yeah, so it does recommend this goes from level 1 to 10, which could put some people off, to be honest. It wouldn't put me off at all. I kind of prefer a low level campaign. I've never really ran high level ones, so wouldn't bother me at all, but just thought I'd let any of you guys know. Of course it doesn't restrict you from taking a level 20 or whatever into Neverwinter. It'll still be a nice setting for you to go in, but there'd be a lot less challenging for your character. You know, they get bored basically. So yeah, so I'm just having a quick flick through. Just thought I'd mention that bit as I've just read it. The history goes right back to minus 22,900 Dale reckoning, up to present day, and I'll definitely be reading up on the character themes a bit more, the ones I went through earlier, see if I can pick out anything interesting for you. Alright, so I'll be back in a bit. This video is going to be a bit cut and paste together, so just bear with me if you're interested in finding out about the book. Alright, cheers, bye.